It's currently 2/10/24, roughly 1714. I don't now understand why. See, a lot of, especially in the urban communities, dudes get mad when celebrities don't come back to the hood and stay in their isolated communities. And I mean, they call them bougie or sellouts and whatnot. But I googled what's it called, auric or spiritual hijacking. Not to mention many Bible verses. For one example, you have Micah 4, chapter 10. It says, "For now you shall leave the city and dwell in the fields." Micah 2, 10 says, "Arise, depart. This is not your rest, because it's polluted. It will destroy you even to a sort of destruction." 2 Corinthians 2:6. I believe it's wherefore come out from among them and be separate, touch not what's unclean, I receive you. So and then you got Revelations 18:4-7. But that's what I was pondering and coming to the conclusion why the next. That's why I said, like, as it says in the scriptures, the time for preaching is over, etc., etc. Now it's time to walk the path. I mean, now you have internet. Like back in the day, you could say, "Oh, they ain't know because." Well, this is no longer the time of newspaper and telegraphs, typewriters, floppy disk. this, this is like instant uploading of videos and instant connection, instant information access to those who desire it. So that's why I was like, when I was going back when I watched the IUIC videos, how they were saying like a lot of things I would say I didn't agree with. I even made a what you call it, video where I was saying, all right, let's stay. Now what's the plan? I believe that was one of the God's creator I am. But now you understand why there's no point of even fighting but to separate. As it says, I will make the lame a remnant. I will make the outcast a stronghold and the lame a remnant. So you got dudes that will hop into your energy, or however you want to call it. You can call me crazy, but all the comedics, all the ancient teaching on spirituality says this is a thing. Even one of the books I read, it tells you how to do it. So dudes will hop into your chi, and this is probably why a lot of celebrities are going crazy and gotta be committed, because you don't even have, all you gotta do is be within the range in which that being is able to project their aura or their chi or whatever the case. And there, from that point on, they can latch on to you and stay with you for however long they desire. So if you're a public figure, like a celebrity, then this is the risk in which you are risking to be popular, if it's for negative reasons. But if you're somebody like a revolutionary or a conscious community member, or etc., who, and especially if you still, in being in that position, you actually require your privacy because you need time to recharge, get your thoughts in order. You got like exactly collides with your thoughts. You start absorbing characteristics. You may become more lazy, more tired, absorbing that of some. Is you somebody that's doing something, and you always constantly worry about things of intellectual property of higher levels, and dudes who only care about the minor stuff like elementary level shit and hop in your energy, they can pollute your energy, therefore draining your chi, which is all of them spiritual energy or teachers will tell you. They can drain your chi. That's why they have protection. But if you see, for a regular, yeah, exactly, for a regular person, is exactly, the book addresses regular people who are not known, therefore don't have a bunch of Joe, dick eating, latching on to beings like a myriad of people a day. Yes, for one person going through life in general, the average person isn't worried about them. So it's just like coming in contact, how to clean out your chi. The awakened aura, how to read and see auras, energy healing for empaths, auras, shamanism, and another book I ain't gonna say. But yeah, but damn near any book you read is gonna give you techniques on how to clear out your energy. But if that be, like exactly, see, chi needs to be recharged. If you're not able to recharge your chi, all those methods really become pointless. That's why every John tells you need a place, a time where you can have to yourself and be able to recharge and what you call disperse all that chi, rather positive and or negative, that's in your chi. Now, if dudes is purposely latching on to you, is damn near impossible, because even when you go into this space, it's hard to do, especially, is like as Mr. Marley says, one man walking and a million man gawking or latching. Now your chi becomes damn near to the point where it can't even sustain itself, let alone it takes chi to push out chi, therefore requiring you to recharge your chi. So if you're not able to recharge your chi, the techniques in which you're being taught, unless you're a super Saiyan, Buddha, Yahushua, one of the gods from the Hindu culture, or just a Brahmin, etc., that are highly elevated, a monk who are highly elevated in spirituality and meditation and chi work, then it won't work. But now you understand why celebrities are having breakdowns. You call me crazy with that. I got all the intellects, thousands of years of studies in my background, backing me up. Now give me a book that says opposite of what I'm saying. You can call me, as it says, they call the prophets crazy. You can call me crazy. You can say whatever. These are the facts. And most people that would attack you never even read an Ori book. A lot of them do spiritual work, learn from some other dick. Like how you talk about religion. Dude I grew up with, he said, yo, somebody told, and be riding with it. He said, oh, they just believe I'll use religion to do this. I'm like, but what did he read? But then the bull, like, this shows the ignorance. Bull even admitted to the bull that came back to me with it that he never even read the Bible. So how can you give me a theory of with references when you never read it, and then the person's believing what that person says, and then standing upon that or walking tall on that as though it's factual, when I can go in the scriptures and everything he was saying I will destroy. Like, it ain't saying that, it's saying blah, 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 blah. Whatever topic is, I can pull out a scripture and it's telling you, no, it ain't saying that, it's saying this. But because somebody that they respect, or because it's something they don't want to do, they'll ride with it no matter how illogical it may be. Same difference. Dudes never read spiritual work. I say, dude, like, I didn't know about that. Well, you shouldn't be doing it. If you don't know that's what Doctor Strange said in the movie Doctor Strange, the first joint. Maybe you should put the warnings before the spells. If you don't understand what you're using, this is why the video. This is why they burnt the Wiccans at the torture stake yesterday, because you had a bunch of uninitiated retards that just using it for fun and not understanding the consequence. Especially, like I say, if you do you and you. But when you do you and me, now we have a problem, because now you're draining my chi, in which I'm not. There's a lot of things to be hype about or lecture on. I'm not even worried about it. I'm 11 years modified celibate, 700 days, about to be 600 days in 7 years, juice fast. That means my chi is highly elevated. You got dudes who never fasted, hopping from chi to chi, therefore, and don't know how to clean out their chi, now coming into my chi, therefore polluting and draining my chi. So dudes is mad at me for not doing anything. These are the reasons. This is the reason why I had to get out of trucking, because you go past a lot of towns where like dudes are just bored to be latching on to you, or because they know who you are, being a public figure. There it is. Be latching on to you, and you be like, yo, chill. And they catch a vibe like they have the right to your chi, to your being. I'm like, these are the dudes. Like I say, a lot of these dudes like were bullied, like bullies in school, so they tough now. But now, like, unlike a school where you can knock them the fuck out, it's like, what are you gonna do? And I could just beat you the fuck up. But some spiritual being like Darth Vader can spiritually choke the shit out of you, which I'm not on that level. Dudes back in tough is like, what am I going to do? I don't know you. We barely, didn't even talk to you. You just saw me and decided to dick eat and hop in my chi. And now I'm like, yeah, my chi. Dudes is looking at me like, man, whatever. I'm like, all right, well, be up with me. We can throw hands. You whoop my ass, you can stay my chi for the rest of my life. But like I said, this is my other video. Thank you, Ham, or what you call Africa, for rejecting the LGBT, because this hormonal imbalanced mind is what is now ruling at least America when it comes to cancel culture. When you say something somebody don't like, they think they have the authority to cancel you, so you can't eat, provide for yourself, etc. It's like dudes acting like bitches, literally. Same way my ex would do some shit when she got mad is the same way a male and that claims to be heterosexual, claims to be an alpha, claims to be masculine, claims to be all these dominant male traits, now turns into a bitch and do shit that bitches would do and start annoying the fuck out of you. This is what I'm talking about. This is why it's deceased, quote the scriptures, and now you understand. So don't, especially all y'all in the black community, don't come at celebrities for not coming into the see. And a lot of times they make special appearances, but then after that you never see them again. They say because no, it's because you don't understand the see. We come to fight spiritual wickedness, not physical things you're not seeing that they're seeing and knowing because they're famous, popular, and they're now got all these leeches latching onto their chi, and they got probably take 1,000,000,000 years off just to either reason or get their energy off or go see a spiritual guru to help clean out their energy. Like these are the souls of like misery. That's my man Yahoo. All these dark souls trapped in dark holes want me to lay down by their sides. What is that? The two children and shit. Exactly. You got dudes to be miserable, to be lashing. I'm like, yo, man, I'm just living my life. I really don't do anything. I watch YouTube videos, some funny joints, some intellectual. I play chess and I watch movies. Other than that, I do nothing else. And when I was grinding, I grind. Other than that, that's why I'm so annoyed because like even I know I'm an introvert, so I have the upper hand of being alone and enjoy being alone. But I'm like, if you can't find that, so if I say that's why the boy made the video. Introverts are like vampires, except for harder to kill. They always latching on to other people because they find joy having to be around other people. They're miserable being alone. Me as an introvert, I love being alone. I'm sorry you can't enjoy that feeling, but get off of my dick. Like you have no right to my existence, how I have no right to your existence. If you don't want me in your cheat, which I never even do. I skipped. Matter of fact, I skipped over that part in the books. I learned how to connect with nature, with Great Mother. that chi, which is a higher frequency. I don't want to be around beings or attached to beings that are not on my frequency and not trying to get to my frequency because they're going to pull that, as it says in scriptures. Can two walk the same path unless they agree? You're going to see, and also dots and lines. Big worlds have lesser worlds that feed off their velocity, and lesser worlds have smaller worlds, and so on to viscosity. So you got these are physics. This is physics. That's science of the multiverse, how it operates. So to them, in the wicked order, their energy isn't affected by you because you're on a higher frequency. Like I said, in the Auric book tells you had to first clear out your physical. So you got dudes eating all defiling foods, probably full of parasites, STDs, etc., which therefore kills the chi. I, on the other hand, are beings like me, 11 and a half years modified celibate, so I'm not hopping into chi. Juice fasting 600 days in 7 years, so I'm cleaning out my guts. Also eliminate some of the parasites. So my chi is now elevating to a whole different frequency. And then like last couple times, every time I come off of a fast, for the most part, I'm able to maintain a vegetarian diet. So even after the fast, I'm still maintaining a healthy life. So my chi is elevated. Now you got somebody who never fasted, eat all type of bullshit, and be up in all type of females or dudes. So their chi is naturally on a lower frequency. So by them latching on to you, your chi is going to be pulled down. But on the other side to the scale, they're not even affected by it because you're the higher frequency. Oh shit, yeah, put the work in, bitch. Like I said, I started this path when I was 23. All my friends going out partying. I mean, you trying to come out? No, I'm chilling, man. I'm reading these books. I mean, you then go out, I'll blow some tree, then practice the exercises in the book, and then I will go. Like I said, then probably about 5 months, probably roughly passed. I mean, I would still go back and forth, but then I had that epiphany moment. I would go back, and they're still doing the same shit that they were doing when I first started, playing Call of Duty, smoking weed, having frivolous conversation, and chasing Jones. Then I'll start, but then just by being around the Call of Duty part or Dookie, I had an epiphany right there. Like, we're getting high, even though I wasn't playing, and I'm watching them play. I'm like, you're high as shit, and you killing motherfuckers. I would play. I mean, I'm not a hypocrite. I'll play the game, but my games are conscious. I would play, like I said, I would do that. Go back in the house and play 2 rounds of my player FIFA. where you're not worried about killing somebody. You're doing hot foot, like learning like tricks with your brain just by like playing an adventure game, but it's not full of blood and gore. But still, you're keeping your brain highly elevated because now you're training yourself to do different tricks with your feet, headshots, whatever the case. It's a different type of play. But I would go around there, I was like, my head would really start hurting. I'm like, yo, I'm hearing gunshots all the time. Airstrikes, grenade bombs. That's why I started falling back even more and stayed to myself. But now when I put my work in and it's starting to manifest, now you got all these dudes and girls want to latch onto your chi, draining your chi, pulling down your chi, but then at the same time mad at you for not doing it. I'm like, hey, I gotta recharge. If I were to get $1,000,000 a day, I would still estimate a 13 months isolation just to repair myself and try to push out all this chi which I absorbed over the years. So now you understand why celebrities, don't be calling them sellouts. I now understand why celebrities go into these isolated with super security, fucking fortress like communities where it's mostly just them or get money dudes who just worry about their own selves and not worry about everybody else because they already made it. Dudes be out here be miserable, so they got, as my man said, dudes be miserable, so they gotta be around people to keep themselves like amplified. If not, they feel like they want to kill themselves. Me, when I'm alone, I feel like I want to fucking elevate to a higher frequency even more. Return to Dark Side of Kenda. It's good.